everybody's doing well. I just thought I'd tap on live line interference, know exactly how we're coming into release business locations, all of the program locations. Now is the really understanding not just the activation line setting, but in direct locations. You guys started with the one line ground lines and the 5 line rotation position of track lines. Now you have to understand how to use all of the digital frame locations high setting. Everything to all calculation system. We merge the Maria and Atlantis in line setting. Okay, so it's in one cycle, one position of yin and yang. The process communication system is ready to understand the track lines when it comes into your DNA. Your DNA processes its position locations when you reach higher levels of its system. If you look at the ground line interference, you can see everything alive. Everything is real. Everything is open. Everything is freedom. Freedom, sovereignty, all calculation system. The existence of everything around you is for you to understand, to communicate with it. And when you communicate with these things, it becomes more real over time, position calculation settings. All right, so you get into navigation line settings. We're going to travel communications. The travel calculation is going to really put you in a higher line setting, all right? So it's going to put you in one line setting, 00006, 0007, line conditions of 007, line position of 8888, position line condition high stum, into all calculations, Dharma line, and line rotation interference, and track locations, box line centered, box pi, high line position over pi, correlation setting, put position track lines in high setting. Put a high in line position locations, all levels. High set location 9999, line 0001, 11 line setting, 7777, 222 line interference, up 222 line in rotations, 222 line in communications. That's 3 track line candidates, high position locations, and all levels. 2222. Platted location hanger and correlation line interference and track line settings. Put a position location in levels. This measures its position locations in 1 centimeter in 1 set line conditions. 12 feet in line interference and high calculations into 12 line settings and high line rotation interference, 12, 24, 36. Now it's 36 field line position locations. Times position locations of 48. Now that's 10 line setting line in position locations times X line setting line position of 2. That's position locations into 48. 48 line window line rotation position. 72 track lines into computer operation line conditions, all position location at 0001 line in rotation of 000 line 2 position, 000 line 3 position, 0004 line position, 00 line communication system, 5 lines, 6 lines, and 1 line and 6 in position track lines into 0 in 1 position location. The computer operation line position is CPU line rotation position. Track line communications, all electrical line condition high system. Getting the grounds with your set system. The team has to recognize what is going on with their phone now. Your phone is open through operation. Your phone is open through teleportation. Your phone tells time. It's position of a time traveling machine. It's recognizing your portals, your set position, your electrical wires, your electrical panels, your electrical cycles, high position location of grounds. There's going to be flash line signals, glitch line interference, high position locations, off system, ground line in position. So you really have to connect to your phone through voice grid set location. Understand the anagram locations of 0 line communications. Your throat surfaces on so many line positions. You've got a throttle calculations, 2 wires on both sides, high setting. It's all about recognizing the communications, what's going on with your throat and position. Okay? Center calculation gets everything in set positions, the track lines, all right? So starting at positions, you have to really understand how to use the eye receptors, okay? How you look at your phone, how you see your phone, right over left, left over right. Platted vision. You really got to get into your voice line standards, the voice grid line interference, electrical line communications, the ground lines, operation signals. Really start recognizing communications to its all system. This opens all track lines in your high position. So there's a lot of things you have to understand because it works for you once you understand more levels of the conceptual location of the mind. The mind is the position location that high rises everything to harmony. It's a symphony. It's like music. It's like la 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 la. Really extend the voice. All right, so that setup location is XD1000 line, a UFO line rotation in a 3 set line position locations, 6 over line position locations, hieroglyphic line position locations, metric communication system, nano line in a line rotation interference, CPU communication setting, putting track lines in high position location, all levels. Now, in that direct line setting, my voice is lower, right? So it's opening up more signals. Okay, so we're now in Leumantis. So you have to recognize the communication to all levels of your body lines, your fragmentation lines, your defrag, high center line position, the oscillologic line connections. Really start recognizing our set location. Okay, red setting. See it in the digital set locations to a center line communication setting. See it in the set locating to 6. Open throw patterns, high system. All right, so your neck is line setting. It's an alignment line position of pyramid. The pyramid set up position of traction. So the set signals and throw pattern is now in set position. Okay, so everything is back in sequence, back in patterns, back in rotation. Okay, so we're going to set a spherical center line rotation interference, set a position of the line conditions of the line setting, and circulation. So here we go. Set up a tap line interference to 2-line track. One in position. Switch around. Switch back. Open signal location to diamond chord. Center line position to 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in center. Drop to 6. Half pipe. Up line setting. Set line condition high interference to north, west, south, and east. Set up a galaxy shift line. Done through equation. It's all done. All right. See my voice goes up and goes down. So the recognition line condition, electrical line communication system, electrical line system is all platoon line interference of electrical line communications to its set system. Congratulations. Open all signal locations into high setting. Your ground lines into your throw pattern line interference of water container locations. The line setting is going to set position. So as of line communication of tomorrow, the theta line interference is going to open up more channels. Now this is going to go in an orb set into a set line position locations in the millennium. Millennium line interference is going to open up position of probing. Now the probing line connection high system puts you in a track line communications. You have 4 pillars. Okay, you got one in the back, one on the side, one on the other side, one in front. Setting direction is really understanding because, like I said, you guys have your test review and evaluation at the end of the month. So we keep high-rising your line settings into phenomenal line positions. So you're in 1 in line of 6 line position locations into 0, 0 line 6, 0, 0 line 6, 0, 0 line 6. Heart, mind, soul. Okay? It's all set up locations. All right? Your throw pattern is now in set position. Okay? The security lines and the defense line is a more levels of a waistline. So it's really understanding more balanced position locations into all levels of Leumantis location. All right, it's incredible when you start releasing all these things. You can no longer get in position of resistance. You've got to find a way to free your voice. Free your voice. Get in the flux capacitor, fluctuation system. Really stretch. Really get into the voice, right? The more you recognize your voice, the more it connects better with everything around you. It comes back at you. The voice communication line settings into GOD, the geometric operation signals, sets a direct signal to your position, location, directions inside your heart setting. Okay? Eye receptor locations, everything to your senses. High rise is its position of calculation. So recognizing that setting location, right? So how's everybody doing so far? How do they feel with their throat? What's going on with your throat setting? Okay, it's amazing when we come into that locations. That voice is so pure when it reverbs. Yeah, so you got reverberation, set lines, high setting. You got alpha, delta, theta, beta, and omega. And you got gamma, you got radiation, you got all waving central lines. So now you got to balance out your wave cycles. It's all different line settings inside position, okay? where they are in frequency patterns. Okay, so you really have to understand how to set up your throat set locations, because it's got audio signals, it's got input, and it's got output. It's really recognizing communications to your necklines, because it affects everything through your spine. It affects everything through your front setting. So it sets locations to its ground setting, to its position location of its water containment location. All right, so you have to really recognize everything in its position location of directions. Okay, the more you understand that, the more you get into plateau. Now, the plateau line interference, you start to see everything through right over left, left over right. The recognition location of the throat line really understands more set line settings. Okay, so you stand up tall, right? So it's like, you know, you really have your neck high now. Okay, so it's locked in sequence and position. See, the thing is, everything you look at in set line is really seeing everything of center. It doesn't matter where you look, it's all in center. So you're looking at everything in center operation, which is this. The masculinity and the femininity is now in yin and yang. You have to process these things, because your phone is now a teleportation unit that's trying to recognize you in your own space-time of pi. Recognitions of pi, time sequences of pi, time calculations of pi, time reverberations of pi, position location tracks of pi, abundance over accumulations of pi, planet surface line positions of pi, recognition of timelines, high center line and position locations, all levels of beach of pi, position lines of oceans of pi, recognition of timeline connections of pi, abundance and triangulation communications of pi, interface position connections of pi. Everything is pi now. Everything that you see has pi, has its space, has its time, and has its overlooking setting, looking down in position line directions to its front view. You look at everything you can imagine to the spectrum of everything in its formation locations. Okay? Release lines of neckline and line interference location gypsy. There you go. Gypsy here. Position line connections. So it's now in high setting, but it's in position locations of frame setting. You have to start recognizing how to use it to all its ground setting. Grounds into your position is recognizing your chakra system and what it's doing from inside of you on second location of channel. You got a 12 line setting. You can use a 12 o'clock. You can use a 24. You can now use your 48. You're getting in position of 72 o'clock, and you're trying to understand how to use the 144 in set location of crystal grids. These are the things you have to start recognizing, because it helps you and always informs when you get into that position location of traction. Okay, but it's really recognizing everything that's inside of you. You start with the zeros and you go in position of 12. Once you reach the 12 DNA, it gets you a better understanding how to use it in upper vision. Okay, so start with the 0, you go to the core. See what I did there? You're ramming up. Your REM cycles are awake. You are unified to its system location is now in ascension line connections. You're reaching higher levels of phenomenal line position. You have to really understand how to use your voice now. It's open through all levels of command set. That's how you communicate with everything around you. Your position line direct location is trying to recognize why you're seeing these things, because it already knows why it's set locations. It's looking at you as you're looking at its intelligence. So congratulations. You're in a phenomenal line interference in 1 line signature in position locations into 6 line settings into your throat pattern of water containment locations. All right. The channel operation signals is all levels of theta. Now theta is going to set up a high position location in moon sets. Illumination graphs, sun codes, shadow work, shadow lights, shadow frames. We're coming into the high position location, so it's kind of licensing line in position where you have to understand how to merge and get out of the quantum line settings and quantum interference line position locations, the paradox streamlines, the recognition line and position locations, all in the high center locations of your T reception position. This puts you in a higher calculations in its harmonic line setting. See, I keep my voice going by the, or I can keep a monotone, right? Or That's locked. So if it's locked, what do? You change the release line. It's a lock line, interference line, position locations that comes high setting and position attraction. So once you understand the holographic line conditions, you can use your clock line interference. You have seconds on channel, seconds in operation into a 24 ground setting. Get out of lock interference, high position location. So it usually does it twice. The reason why line communication comes in line center twice is an audio line interference. That's skipping chip position location, channel line, streamline position location operation. So getting in position location is knowing exactly why it's skipping. Okay, because you change your thought of direction. Okay, so if you're looking at a chair, if you're looking at a table, if you're looking at the beach, you're looking at a boat, you're looking at anything in a map and anything like an communication system, because now you're directing signal locations into Leumantis. It's in set locations now, guys. The center calculation is in yin and yang. And every time you speak, you're in the future adaptation line setting to the center operative location, which is all timelines all position. Getting into all timelines all at once. No more past, no more present, no more future. One position, one clocking, same day, different vibration. Okay? So this is how you really pick up these things. If I pick up my glasses, that's the vibration. If I touch the hat, it's doing two patterns, right? Because it's on my head and it's connected to my crown. If I touch the black strip line position, it's a low signal because it's a black line sending a space line, atmosphere line, position of ground lines, because it's connect line interference, position of track lines, right? So at crevice, it's position location high setting, okay? If I touch my nose, right? It's very high, it's pyramid. This is your pyramid. Your nose is your pyramid. Your eyes are receptor location, galaxy center. These are your browser adapters. These are antenna line rotations. This is your position, your theta. It's a box location. Open tooth signal. Gamma setting line and position rotation settings. Rotation interference when you come into your ears. Radio state location or anything through sound barriers, echo chambers, line center, stream location. And then it goes away. Everything is inside. Now it's the time to understand how to use it at all levels of conscious set locations of space anomaly. Setting direct signals gets you a better understanding how to use it at all point of view. This gives you a whole outlook in life through your life, your tracks, your abundance, your fortitude, your light streams, your inner positions, your auto calculations, and all set system of your manifestations of calculation. Okay? So, how does everybody feel? Feels great to just really open up the place. Setting direct signals to everything that you see. Everything that you see, okay, is free. Everywhere you sit is free, but you have to communicate with it first, because it has its own intelligence, it has its own invite, and if it wants to invite your setting, that's totally fine. You can sit down, but you have to scan things first. You scan things first, you're sitting down, you feel great, you feel fantastic. Abundance comes to you in seconds, minutes, hours of the day, position, location, and settings. Recognition line connection is true to understand how to use the powers of 0 to 9 setting. You have 9 seconds in set position locations to its thought pattern. That changes all communications to its vortex line stream. Okay, now's the time to center line position inside your mind. Try not just the imagination. Try to get into the phenomenon. Okay? The percentage is how you see yourself through manifestation of co-creation. You're co-creating your memories. You're putting yourself back to where you are. This is going to help you and guide you and always informs and get what you want. What do you want? That's where you got to stay. What do you want? Right? Abundance comes and always informs inside location of pure intention. Okay? Remember that. Okay? That will go a long way. Okay, because the most important thing is to research yourself. Get into that system locations and you understand more lines of view in division. Okay, so I think that's good. In position to track lines. I'll keep you informative later today when we get into the pyramids. All right. Adios, General AI Space Time.